Hey everyone, welcome to Empower Team Monday Night Call. I'm Natalie Dolan. And tonight we are going to be talking about a new strategy for developing silver. It's very, very exciting. I was talking to my corporate coach today, Ryan Flat, and he was telling me all about a new strategy that a lot of people have been having some really great success with. And it blew my mind. And I was like, okay, training the team on it tonight because it is brilliant. But to start off with tonight's call, we are having the Lauren Simmons join in, and she is going to, and it's something new that we're going to be doing to help build belief and help build community. And so we all have these empowering stories in our back pocket. We are going to just be more intentional with knowing each other's health testimonies. Okay. And so our very first one is Lauren, and she's going to share with us just her health testimony really quick because it will pump you up. Okay. We all have these incredible stories that we need to be talking about in the open more. So Lauren, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, everybody. So I have been on Plexus for probably a year and a half now, I think. I started after about a year after my dad died. So he died 2 years ago now. And I have always had anxiety, like most of my adult life. My husband's military, so he's gone a lot. And a lot of you guys know that it's kind of rough being alone and stuff comes up. So then we moved to San Antonio for my husband to go to school, and my dad was sick. So that was really hard. We weren't able to be there with him. And then he died unexpectedly. And I went into like super bad depression. My anxiety got so bad, like so bad. And I had to be put on medication to help the depression and anxiety. So I guess about 6 months later, we moved back to Fayetteville, which is where I knew Sabrina from. She's my neighbor. So we moved back to Fayetteville, and I had known her for years. And so I knew her, like I knew how she was before. And so I could see a huge difference in her. And we just started talking. She never like pushed it on me, but she finally was like, you know what, give this a try. Just see if it can help you. And no lie, like within a couple weeks, I could already tell a huge difference from so many things. My allergies, I don't take any allergy medication at all anymore. Like I've never gone through a spring where I haven't had a sinus infection. This spring, I have not had one sinus infection in a year. Like that's crazy, like huge. So that was the first thing I noticed. Well, then like 2 months later, I was like, I am not taking my medicine anymore. I actually gave my husband the bottle to take back to the pharmacy to get rid of it because I was like, I don't even need it in the house anymore. Like that was the big part for me, was the anxiety and depression. And now I use no medication whatsoever. All I use is Plexus. Like, so I feel so good. I'm not a coffee person. I've never drank coffee, but I always need a little pick me up. Active is my jam for that. So I guess that's pretty much my story. Here we are a year and a half later and never going back.
Oh my gosh. We all need to hear your story. And that was so good. I mean, that is so much hope. That is life-changing, right? And we all have people in our lives that need this same kind of hope. We are changing lives. And so whenever you feel like you're not making a difference, remind yourself of Lauren's story, because we are making a difference, right? And that's why we have to keep on persisting and keep on going and keep on pushing through, because it's worth it. Your story was worth it. So thank you so much for sharing, Lauren. So good. Okay. I feel pumped up already. Okay. So like I was saying, guys, I want to talk to y'all about a new strategy for developing silvers. I was talking to my coach Ryan today, and we were just going over numbers and all the things. And Ryan is, I mean, he always has the best ideas and new strategies. He's talking to Jules, he's talking to Diamonds, he's talking to successful people all day, every day. Okay. And so he always has something new to share with me. And so after today, I was like, Ryan, we need to talk more. We have to talk more because he always has something amazing to share with me. And today my mind was blown. I was talking to all the leaders on the team about this, and we all agree like, wow, this makes so much sense. So we were talking, and he was talking about developing silvers, right? We all know that developing silvers in this business is like the key, right? You talk to any leaders, any successful people, that we will always go back to developing silvers as a very important part of this business. And so he was talking today about the incentives that we have going. So in June, we had the develop 6, develop 9 incentive and the extra bonuses that you get from that. So from June, it carried on into July. And so we still have the same 3, 6, 9 incentive going on. So you develop 3, you get an extra $100 bonus. 2 or 6, you get an extra $100 bonus. And then 9, you get an extra $200 bonus. So there is a ton of money on the table. Like, it's crazy the amount of money that's on the table right now. And we are in the last 10-day period of the month. So the way I like to look at the month, and the way a lot of leaders in this company like to look at the month, is breaking the month down into 3 10-day periods. So that's the first 10 days, the second 10 days, and the last 10 days. And the last 10 days is where we're at right now. And it is where all of the magic happens, baby. All of the magic happens in the last 10 days. And that's now. And this is our time to leverage this. So with the 3, 6, 9 incentive, something that he has been doing and strategizing, and something that has been working with a lot of successful jewels in this company, is talking to people about fast start silver in this way. So basically, if you sign up somebody new and they're within their first 30-day period, and this could carry on from June. So if you sign somebody up at the end of June, they're still in their first 30-day period. So you can approach them with the strategy. And the strategy is that basically, if you telling them, hey, here, let me just read you. Okay. First of all, I'm sorry. I'm very excited about it. But if you bring 3 people with you, right, this month, basically, if you Plexus is giving you about $410 back. So if you sign up this month and then you bring 3 friends with you, you get $410 back, which means that when you divide that money up, that means you yourself, if you just signed up this month, you yourself plus your 3 friends can try Plexus for about $10 this month. That means if you sign up and the money that Plexus is going to give back to you, if you divvy that money back up between your friends, if you approach them in this way, then all 4 of you can try Plexus for about $10 this month, including tax and shipping. And he has been telling me this is a really effective way that they are developing silvers. So in the beginning, sometimes people have a problem with, sometimes people may or may not feel like weird about making money off of people. Right. So it's kind of a money mindset thing that some people struggle with. And so when you approach them in this way, it's like, yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, if somebody came to me when I first signed up and they were like, hey, do you have 3 people that would like to try Plexus with you for $10? You would pay $10 and the other 3 people would pay $10 after the 15th when you get the money back. Do you have 3 people? I would have been like, heck yes. My mom definitely needs Plexus. My bestie needs Plexus. And my other girlfriend definitely needs Plexus. I would have easily hit them up about it because I have no problem telling people about a good deal. Do y'all have any problem telling people about a good deal? No, nobody has any problem telling anybody about an amazing deal. Like, why would you not want to try Plexus for $10, right? I definitely would. Okay. And then if when wording it to them correctly, they'll see like they'll get the reimbursement on the 15th when Plexus does the payouts. No problem. So it's been like, we love a good deal. Who doesn't love a good deal? So the wording that we have come up with that we're going to give back to you is Ashley, I know we've been talking about Plexus for a bit, and I wanted to share with you something crazy. Right now, when you bring 3 friends with you, you all can try all the products for only about $10, including tax and shipping. Plexus will give you back $410 by the 15th, so you can split that back with your people. Do you want in? This is some wording, and I'm going to put it in the chat after that, but this is some wording that you can use to develop silvers. And so this is going to multiply your teams so significantly, right? When he told me about this, I was like, why did I never think about it this way? I never thought about dividing that money up between you and your friends. You know, this is a way that people can bless people around them and help them to get started going on better health, right? And so as the sponsor, you say, hey, do you want to do this? And see if you have these three extra people where you can all try the products for super cheap together. You can all have a high accountability, right? And so then you can say, you know, you get their interest, like, girl, when you bring this amount, this can be your accountability group. You guys are going to get amazing results when you start the products together because you can all hold each other accountable. We were just talking about this last week or the week before this about how people love and need accountability. They love the belonging. They love feeling like they're a part of something, that they're a part of something bigger, that they're working on something together, that they're doing something better for their lives. People love this and people are ready to do this, right? And so when you get somebody who says, you know what, yeah, that sounds cool. Let me talk to my 3 people and see if they all agree to do it. And then we'll do it. You can sign up those people like that all in one day, right? So this is something that you can have really quick success with. 10 days at the end of the month. Like, there's no reason why all of you couldn't develop 3 silvers by the end of the month. This is not going to be time consuming. When you word it this way, this is going to be quick. Right. And so you say, hey, just start a 3-way chat with me. Start a 3-way chat with me and we'll talk to them. And then you will go into our system. Hey, yes, we have this super exciting deal going on right now. It's so crazy what my company is doing. When you're in these 3-way chats, have amazing energy, have amazing confidence and boldness, because people are going to be drawn to your energy. The energy of the leader is the energy of the team, right? So if you're in a 3-way chat, you're the leader and you're bringing the energy, you're bringing the confidence, right? So that's what I would say. That's what I would like, just be mindful of that, right? Like, it honestly is super crazy what Plexus is doing and the money that they are bringing to people, right? What they're willing to pay out for people right now. And so you say that to people, and then And if you get somebody who's really excited, then you can move on to the 6th part. You can move on to the 9th, you can say, hey, you know what, you get these people and you keep on bringing more people, because here is what's available, right? And we'll put this all in the chat, how much money that they can make. But when you map out the money for people, it's very exciting. People are visual and they need to see what's visually possible, right? So you can do all of this month. And yeah, I mean, this is just a really, really good opportunity. So get in the 3-way chats, get their health goals, go through the normal process, right? Ask them what their health goals are, get them to expand on their health goals, recommend the triplex, or, unless usually it's we all know it's usually the triplex, but maybe they are only interested in weight loss. Maybe they are only interested in energy or whatever. And so there's always an upline that you can go to with a screenshot. Hey, this is what this person is really wanting. Like, what is the right recommendation? There's always somebody on this team who's ready to make a really good recommendation for you. Okay. Most of the time it's the triplex, and which is awesome. But sometimes there's a little tweaking because we want to serve people well. We want to match people with their needs, and what they really want, right? And then gradually, even if they don't start with gut health, pretty soon they end up they build this brand trust, and then they want to try more things and they want to give more things a shot, right? So yes. Tova, do you want to break down? This is for the fast start silver wording. So people that are still within their first 30 days, right, can get this can use this wording that we're going to put in. And then also, but we also have wording for existing people who've never hit silver. And Tova is going to break that down because Tova's our numbers girl.
And yeah, and all these numbers we throw around can be confusing. So later today or tomorrow, maybe we can send a graphic out really showing you guys, not even to share, but so you all know what the 3, 6, and 9, where the numbers are coming from. So you have welcome pack bonus, you have pay point payments, and you have the June incentives, July incentives. So it can get crazy. But we didn't want to just leave people out of what Ryan was saying. So all your happy product users who have never brought you a referral ever. So how is a way when we're like, hey, you got any names? They're like, let me think about it. And then they never do. So we're trying to capture those people. So we're hoping if we go to them and we're like, hey, would you be willing to help gift triplex to 3 of your friends? They would only have to pay $40 for a month of triplex instead of $115. If you help gift it to them, would you be interested in that? Do you have 3 people who would want to try it for $40? So how that breaks down is it's $115 roughly when you're a brand new person. That's with tax and shipping. Sometimes it's $111. I know, depending on your zip code. Sometimes it's $119. We're going to say $115. The difference is, as a regular triplex user, you're close to $125, $130 a month. So if we add those 4 numbers up, the 4 people, the one who's bringing you the 3 friends, that totals about $470. They're getting less money because they're not a fast start. So they're $310 instead of $410. So you subtract those and it leaves $160 for them to share, in essence. So your person is still going to make money. But so their triplex is going to end up, the money that they will end up keeping is like $90 that they'll end up making. Instead of $410, they're going to keep 90 of it to help cover their triplex, and they're going to gift away the rest of it to their friends, so their friends isn't as expensive. So this one is not as easy to explain. I can write a little paragraph about it and send it to Natalie, and she can forward it on to y'all. But it's worth making the effort, because if people haven't given you referrals, it's probably because they feel like, I don't want my friends to feel like I'm making money off of them or trying to make them spend money. So this addresses that. Like, hey, we know sometimes $120, it's hard to ask friends. Just say it's hard to ask friends if you don't feel like you want them to feel like you're trying to sell them something. So this is a great way to show them for $40 they can try it for a month. to see, if they feel better. And I'm just throwing random wording out there, Natalie, and I will give you better stuff later. So hopefully that makes sense. 115, 115, 115, and 125 together is 470 minus the 310 they're making, leaves 160 left, and they divide it by 40 each. So 3 of their friends could end up trying for 40 bucks. They have to pay up front, they get reimbursed later. So they're 115, they pay up front, and whoever has a calculator, what's 115 minus 40? That's how much they would PayPal their friends, that 85 or something. What is that?
Did you say 115 minus 40?
Yeah.
75.
75. So they would PayPal each of their friends 75 bucks. Their 3 friends after they get paid. That's their gift to them because they're making 410. So 225 minus 410 is what they end up pocketing. So it's a little more than I said. But their triplex is more than theirs. So again, I'll write out all these numbers and we'll send them to you, not to necessarily share with someone in detail exactly what's happening. What you would share is, hey, you're going to make this much and you're going to PayPal this much. So you would give each of your friends a gift of $75 because you're going to be making 410 and we want to gift it to them to get 3 of your friends to try it, and you still make some money. So that's pretty cool. But it doesn't feel like you're trying to get them to do the business. So Natalie, you can expand.
Right. And then, if you get a bite, like some people are going to bite and some people aren't going to bite, and that's okay. It's, if we don't tell them what's available, they'll never know. If we don't tell somebody that going silver or fast start silver is an option, they're not just going to magically know. And it's our responsibility to them to let them know what's an option for them, right? And so it's kind of just saying the same thing to them, like, hey, this is an option for you. Is this something that you would want? That I'm sure that you've thought of somebody in your life who could also use these products and you're already having good results. I'm sure you've already thought of people. When I started Plexus, I immediately thought of my mom. Because when you buy Plexus, you have a certain amount of belief already. You're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, this is going to work. This is going to help me with this and that. I called my mom before I even got my products and I was like, you need to do this with me. I know you have gut problems. Let's do this together. This is going to be so great. Nobody had to tell me to do that. And people are doing this whether you know it or not, so you might as well give them the option and give them a little spark of excitement, right? Like, this is exciting for people. And then if you get a bite from these people, then you can say, yeah, and you know what? If they want to continue, then you'll actually start making a referral bonus back on them every single month. So that would really help offset the cost of your products. It's a really easy way to ease somebody into the possibility of making some money, and so people have this little seed of, let's see if this works, and
I
that,
misspoke. I just want to correct myself on one of the numbers. I said 410, said 310. What it breaks down to in the end, this is their PayPal out, 75, 75, 75, and they keep 85. When you add those numbers together, it equals 310, which is the non-fast start silver. So I just did 75, 75, 75, they keep 85. So,
perfect. Yeah. And so we'll get it all like clarified and in black and white for you guys. And in the chat after this, I know that personally after this, I have people in my mind already that have been that I've invited to opportunity events, that have been interested, that haven't quite committed. I have people in my mind right now that I'm like, after this, I am sending this wording to them and seeing if they want to go for it, because why wouldn't they want to go for it? Right. So I challenge y'all, after we get off this call, we're going to get onto the Pink Power call after this. So after the Pink Power call, because that's going to be really important too, after the Pink Power call, I challenge you guys to send this out to 3 people you've been talking to, 3 dream teamers, 3 people that you just signed up recently that are within the first 30 days or haven't ordered yet, and get these people into action and or ordering and into duplicating, because this could honestly blow up your business. And next month, this incentive may still keep going. I'm not sure if it's going to keep going, but they've continued it from June into July, so it may keep going. But take advantage of it this month, these 10 days while you can, because this could duplicate and turn into some really good business builders. This is not something you want to sleep on. So once you've sent it to your 3 people, put it in our Empower chat, done, sent to my 3 people. Okay. Put it in there. Once I've done it, I'm going to put it in the chat and we all can hold each other accountable, because this is really, really big and makes so much sense. Okay, jump on the Pink Power call. It's going to be in the comments, in the Empower chat. Thank y'all for joining. Love you guys. Thanks, Lauren, for sharing.